What you think Jay Powell can or would say about it. Obviously, we're in a disinflationary period right now, and there are questions about whether we're going to hit deflation and how the Fed would have to react, and then whether all this money that's going into the economy is down a road in a year or two going to produce inflation that they'll have to react to.
Well, my own view is that right now, of course, many prices are falling, other prices are rising sharply, but on net, if you look at the consumer price index for April, it was an extremely weak reading, biggest decline ever in the core CPI. The current environment is, of course, highly disrupted. So you could say that at the moment, inflation is just very difficult to measure. How do you measure, for example, the price of sit-down restaurant meals when you can't have a sit-down restaurant meal in many parts of the country at any price? I think what's more relevant is what's the outlook for inflation once you get beyond this immediate crisis. Our view is that at that point, the economy is going to be normalizing in a lot of ways, but we're still going to have a lot of slack in the labor market and in the economy more broadly. There will be a lot of unused capacity, a lot of people trying to find a job, and I think that's going to be weighing on inflation, keeping inflation below the target. So I think for me, that really trumps the aggressive policy support, and I think the Fed's view is going to be broadly similar.
Well, I guess the follow-on to that, though, is with all the money going into the economy, does it find its way into the markets? Do we end up next year, perhaps, with a bubble somewhere?
Well, I mean, that's, I think, always a possibility that, financial markets, do things that could create instability down the road. I don't think that that's the main focus at the moment, though. I think at the moment the focus is really on stabilization and bringing the economy back to normal. And if you are much closer to normal and you feel that there is an imbalance in the financial markets that has developed, then maybe that's a debate for 2021 to rein things back in. At the moment, I don't think that's a major concern.